You ever look in the mirror and feel like your hair just doesn't look the same anymore? Like somehow it's thinner, flatter, weaker, and no matter what shampoo you buy, nothing changes. You run your fingers through it, and there it is. Hair on your hands, on your pillow, in the shower drain, and you start thinking, wait, when did this become normal? Because here's the truth. Most people don't lose their hair overnight. It's not genetics alone. It's not stress alone. It's the small daily habits, the things you do without realizing, that slowly ruin your hair from the inside out. And the scary part is, you probably don't even know it's happening. So let's fix that. In this video, I'll show you 7 habits that are silently destroying your hair, and how to fix them fast. Because if you make these changes now, your future self will thank you. First habit, how you sleep. You might not think about it, but the way you sleep plays a bigger role in your hair health than you realize. Let's start with something simple. Sleeping with wet hair. When your hair is wet, it's at its weakest. Each strand swells with water, and when you toss and turn on your pillow, it bends, stretches, and snaps. That's why you sometimes wake up with tangled, frizzy, or flat hair. It's already been damaged while you slept. The fix is simple. If you shower at night, make sure your hair is at least 80% dry before bed. Use the cool setting on your blow dryer for a few minutes. Not hot air. Hot air fries the strands. Just a gentle, cool breeze to remove the extra moisture. And then, the pillowcase. Most people never think about it, but cotton pillowcases cause friction and soak up your scalp's natural oils. That's why you wake up with dry ends and oily roots, because your hair is literally fighting to rebalance itself overnight. If you want a small upgrade with a massive payoff, switch to silk or satin pillowcases. They're smooth, reduce friction, and help your hair retain moisture. Try it for a week, and you'll actually feel your hair getting softer in the morning. Second habit, using oils the wrong way. Hair oiling isn't bad. It's tradition in many cultures and it really works, but only if you do it right. Most people make 2 big mistakes. They either use way too much oil, or they leave it in for too long. Here's what actually helps. Use 4 to 5 drops of oil. That's enough. Massage it into your scalp for 5 minutes before shampooing. That's it. Massaging boosts blood circulation and helps nutrients reach the hair follicle faster. In fact, a few studies show that regular scalp massages can increase hair thickness by around 8% over time. Now let's talk about which oils actually work. Argan oil makes your hair smoother and shinier. Coconut oil helps reduce protein loss and adds strength. Jojoba oil helps balance oily scalps. And rosemary oil, that's the big one. Rosemary oil has been shown in some studies to stimulate growth just like minoxidil, but naturally without the side effects. Consistency matters. Don't overdo it. Don't sleep with oil on your scalp. That clogs your follicles and can cause irritation. Use it twice a week before washing, and you'll see results in a few weeks. Third habit, how you dry and style your hair. You know that towel you grab after a shower? Yeah, that might be destroying your hair right now. When you rub your hair harshly with a towel, you're creating friction. That friction causes split ends, breakage, and dullness over time. Instead, pat your hair dry gently. Or even better, use a microfiber towel or an old soft t-shirt. It's much gentler and absorbs water without damaging your cuticles. And then there's heat. Blow dryers, straighteners, curling irons. All of them can hit over 200 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to cook your breakfast. So imagine what it's doing to your hair. Every time you style without a heat protectant, you burn away the outer layer of your hair. That's why it starts to feel dry, brittle, and lifeless. So if you must use heat, use it smart. Keep your tools on medium temperature. Use a protectant spray every single time. And give your hair 2 or 3 heat-free days per week. Think of it as rest days for your hair. Because just like your muscles, your hair needs time to recover. Fourth habit, harsh shampoos and overwashing. Let's be honest, most shampoos you see in stores are filled with sulfates and synthetic fragrances. They make a nice lather, they smell fresh. But they strip your scalp of its natural oils, the oils that protect and nourish your hair. When that balance breaks, your scalp goes crazy. It produces even more oil to compensate, and you end up with greasy roots and dry, fragile ends. The solution is simple. Switch to a sulfate-free shampoo. They clean gently without stripping moisture, and pair it with a light conditioner that hydrates your ends. How often should you wash your hair? That depends on your type. If your hair is curly or dry, once or twice a week is enough. If it's wavy or normal, 2 to 3 times. If it's straight or oily, 3 to 4 times a week works best. And if you sweat daily from workouts, that's fine. Just use a gentle, daily use shampoo made for frequent washing. When washing, focus on your scalp. That's where dirt and oil build up. Don't scrub your ends. They just need conditioner to stay soft and smooth. Fifth habit, poor nutrition. This is one of the most underrated reasons for hair loss. You can spend hundreds on products, but if your diet is bad, your hair will stay weak. Hair is made up of a protein called keratin. If you don't eat enough protein, your body won't prioritize hair growth. It's that simple. Start adding protein-rich foods to your meals. Eggs, lentils, beans, chicken, tofu, fish. Those are the building blocks your hair needs to grow strong. Next, healthy fats. Fats keep your scalp hydrated and shiny. Nuts, seeds, olive oil, avocados. Make them a regular part of your diet. Then vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A, C, E, zinc, and biotin all play a major role in hair health. Eat your greens. Spinach, broccoli, sweet potatoes, citrus fruits. Your hair literally reflects what you eat. And hydration matters too. Drink 7 to 8 glasses of water daily. Because a dry scalp means brittle hair. And brittle hair leads to breakage. Feed your body right, and your hair will follow. Sixth habit, stress and lifestyle. You can have the best products, the best diet, the perfect routine, but if your stress levels are through the roof, your hair will suffer. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Too much cortisol tells your follicles to stop growing and start resting. That's why people under pressure notice sudden shedding. It's not in your head. It's biology. To fix this, you don't need to meditate for hours or quit your job. Start small. Go for a walk. Get sunlight. Listen to music. Disconnect from your phone for a while. Breathe deeply before bed. Sleep 7 to 8 hours every night. Your body regenerates while you sleep. And that includes your scalp and hair follicles. Take care of your mind. Because stress doesn't just make you tired. It literally shows on your head. Seventh habit, inconsistency. This is the habit that ruins everything. You start a routine, try it for a week, and give up when you don't see results. But hair doesn't grow in days. It grows in cycles. 3 to 4 months per phase. That means the habits you do now show results in the future. So stay consistent. Use gentle products. Eat well. Sleep well. And be patient. The difference between weak, dull hair and healthy, strong hair is consistency. Small actions repeated every day create visible change over time. You don't need magic. You just need commitment. So yeah, maybe you can't change your genetics, but you can change your habits. You can change how you treat yourself. Imagine this. 30 days from now, you look in the mirror, and your hair feels fuller, stronger, healthier. Not because of luck, not because of expensive treatments, but because you finally stopped doing the things that were quietly destroying it. If this video helped you, subscribe, drop a like, and share it with someone who's been losing confidence because of their hair. Because you can fix this. You can take back control, fix your habits, and your hair will follow.